There we go. How's everyone doing today? Let's get some stuff going here. Not doing too much on Warframe tonight. I'm literally just going to farm Kome. Because I don't have all the pieces for her finished yet. I do have something else building, which won't mean anything to my regular people who watch or hang out, because I didn't explain a lot of the Warframe stuff I do, I just do it. But I have Grendel building. For people who know a lot about Warframe, this is a big deal because I already have Grendel, but I need a second one so that I can get a little thing called Nourish as a helmet ability, which a lot of high-end Warframe players are obsessed with. Possibly too much, but it's already been nerfed once or twice because of the obsessions. But it's something I have never actually gotten a hold of, but getting the ability to put that on my other Warframes would be very important. Well, it's calling all over my walls for no apparent reason. But it's especially going to be important for Nova and stuff like that, for some of the crazier builds. Anyway, so I got Grendel building. I'm very excited for that. But currently I have Kome Systems. This one I actually already built. We'll go ahead and build another one because I'm going to need to use it for her helmet ability eventually too. I have one blueprint of hers as well somewhere. Don't ask me where, I don't remember. I really don't need half of these. I don't know why I have them here. I don't even need the extra Caliban pieces anymore. They gave me a second Caliban, which is great. Kome. Yeah, I built one piece, the Kome Systems. I need 30 Fate Pearls for Kome, so I'm hoping I can farm them. Fortunately, they made the boss fight, or they made the stupid boss fight a lot easier. At least in the low-level gameplay of it, they took away the stupid arbitrary damage gate, so you can one-shot the boss. Up to players to whether they consider that to be a thing that makes it a better quality mission or not, but for me, it makes it less of an unnecessary slog. I can pull out my Tenet Plinks, fire a nuke at it, and the thing explodes. I haven't tried Steel Path yet. Everyone said farm the regular, and so I just haven't touched Steel Path yet. If Steel Path is as easy, then I might consider it. I doubt it is for solo. It might be for duo, but don't worry about it.
But Malibu said the monsters in the water would speak forever!
They will, child. The tenor will ensure. Now, get to safety. Shura, lure the infested by presenting offerings to Kome. And then, got them, as Hyluk might got a foot. Present the offering.
Anyway, I've done a few runs already.
Superstition! These peasants will be crushed under the barnacle claws of ravenous reality!
Give me my bonuses, please. Now, you all get your butts into the field. Need my whatever those two. I wanted energy, but I can't get energy if they're gonna pull that stun. You know, we'll go ahead and turn the music off, because this has some pretty good music. In fact, you might have been listening to it at the start of the stream. Alright, that and that. Energy full up. Why am I stuck on a wall? Alright. One of them is done? I thought it was done. Oh, okay, it was clear. Is that enough to get them off that? Alright, now for craziness. The one thing I can do that people at level can't do on this. Hey, get off me. Yeah, I know. Self-stagger on my chest. Because I don't have knockdown immunity because I'm stupid. I think we'll go for it most of the time. Because I can carry 2 of these at once. Boom. Double blessing. Let's go. Alright. That should buy it some time, theoretically. Wait, why are they still attacking? I guess I don't have high enough range on this to cover everything. It buys me some time at least. Doesn't die until it lands and spawns the stupid little egg thing. Which I'll have to wait for my thing going out. And then it spawns the egg thing. Don't you get rezzed? Dang, that is buggy as heck. Also banished, so I don't worry about it too much. A is clear, B is not. It detonated in the air. It did an accidental air burst on it. Okay. Hey, where's the jade eggs? Alright. Roll through it. Alright, so now run on over here. Grab an offering. I'll blast you on the way out if I have to. And that triggers the next phase. Which, while doing this next phase, if I play my cards right, should end up triggering the offering construction as well. In other words, they should build the next round offerings, which I will need for the final phase. Dang! I haven't heard that line yet. Testimony. We still need to clear A. Should be sufficient. Oh, I thought it was. Where is it? Now we go over here. And that's it. That's the fight. There we are. So much faster than it was before. Granted, I'm using a better Warframe for it. Unfortunately, none of the Warframes I've used previously are really good for this.
You save us
But there's no
again
damage
this day,
attenuation, so that
Tenno.
helps.
I give thanks to the Unu that she brought you to our shores.
Nova could really work for this too, in all honesty, I think.
Another job well executed.
Probably. I could run Nova for it. I just like launching explosions and stuff. Okay, I'm still getting Koumei systems. I don't need any more Koumei systems. Give me something else. Sheesh. I've gotten one blueprint for Koumei, and that's the only thing I've gotten. Alright, let's swap to Nova. I want to play around with Nova. I've been making some changes to her build and stuff. And I think she's in a good place. I also made a new fashion frame for her. Something to change things up. If it decides to load. Alright, there we go. I don't need epitaph. Let's skip planks. I want planks. Tenet planks. Give me that. Yeah. What arcane am I using on the tenet planks per chance? Am I using an arcane on it? I don't actually know. Secondary dexterity. Let's get something more useful. I don't know what would be more useful. I suppose I could always just use... Interesting. This is an interesting one. I feel like this would
Sometimes
pair
what is
really
extra simply
well.
knows nothing. Nobody can learn what they think they already know.
I feel like Secondary Surge would pair really well with the likes of Tenet Planks, maybe Angstrom and Karnan, though I kind of doubt it. But basically weapons that fire single shots with high power. So the Tenet Planks and the Grimoire are the two that come to mind, most notably. Yes, so I'll do another round of selling off my arcanes. Secondary Kinship. I don't have Secondary Kinship built up. I'd seen that before and thought, oh, that was a cool thing to put on. I should give that to Wisp, and then I just didn't. It seemed like a good one to give to Wisp, at least, but I haven't done that yet, so that's fun. All overshields are active. Oh, I was itching like crazy. What was I looking for? There's a specific one. Secondary Fortifier. That's what I was looking for. Secondary Fortifier. That gives this thing bonus damage against Overguard, and I leech Overguard. Do I need it? No. Do I want it? Sure, we'll take it for a spin. Why not? Honestly, I wouldn't mind using that arcane as a regular thing in Nova's build. I'm not sure if I'd prefer to use other things of hers. I'm not sure if I'd want to use the Tenet Planks or not for her build. I don't know, maybe. Hard to say.
But Manabu said the monsters in the water would sleep forever.
They will, child. The Tenno will ensure. Now, get to safety. Shura, lure the infested by presenting offerings to Koumei. And then, got them.
She can travel across the fields quite quickly.
Hurry to Koumei.
Let your precious giant decide. Even though you let the Estus consume you, Ardrol, you open those gates, and I set Cetus ablaze.
Did you just hit? I didn't even notice that before, because I've heard that line before, but I wasn't paying much attention.
How can we prepare the offerings with these monsters at our doors?
I hadn't paid much attention to it before, but he did a heads I win, tails you lose kind of line there. Such a bad thing to do. Alright, both offerings are already done. I'm doing the slow on this, since keeping them out of the zone helps. Makes Nova useful. Oh hey, my portals are up. Right, I knew that.
Sura, offerings await you outside our doors.
Yes, but I still need to get over to the actual. Enemies down, so they don't come to the barrier very quickly. I'm still not sure how the plinks would interact with, say, my my Nova abilities and stuff. Yeah. Difficult to say. I want the health orbs because I'm running Arcane Blessing on her. Just gives her a little bit more defense. Personal choice of mine. Hey. There we go. I was gonna say. Dang, this is going a lot faster, I will say that. I'm gonna do a secondary one of these though. Oop, didn't need to do that.
So she may change our fate. Deliver the offerings.
Now we switch gears. I want a speed aura. Get these suckers over to me faster. I'm also running Shade, which makes it harder for them to reliably target me. Or I just vanish into nothingness again. Banish this. Oh yeah, that was much faster.
Wake up, Oni! What's wrong with you?
Definitely helpful to get more of that. Although admittedly I'm getting off Zeneric, so it's not helpful.
Again this day, Demo. I give thanks to the Uno that she brought you to our shores.
Another job well executed.
Kome chassis. Is it the one I'm currently building? I think it is. Well, I'm okay with that. Kome chassis is at least a different piece, and it's one I don't have multiple of, so we can get stuff for that. Now all I need is Kome Neuroptics. 2 of them, preferably.
To live out our dark fate, so we might change it. Hurry home.
You said it there, just so that I'm not lose my life. We wouldn't mind.
to draw out the infested. Send the offering to the shrine quickly.
Now this is the fetus of my dreams.
You have done well, Zora. You must drive back the infested from our homes so we can prepare offerings once more.
One's done. I just gotta finish this one. And then we'll be good.
Take courage, Zora. Make the offerings in Cetus's name.
Please. Yes. Good, good, good. So far, so good. One's done. Well, I got a solution for that. Here's the solution. Borrow my portal to blast the living heck out of them.
Shifting fate is hold firm. We now face misfortune even more.
To nonsense! A shrine to absurdity!
You grow before a word, counselor. Do not speak to me of self-defeat. Can you sense it, Henry? The tides of fate are shifting for us. Zora, offerings await you outside our doors. Darkest before the dawn, Zora. And in this horrible storm, I know its truth. The old
Such infested beauty! And he looks hungry!
The infested only is determined to be. Only Kobe can banish him to unreality. Bring tribute to the shrine.
Anything, please.
Save the end. The old
Thanks.
Wake up, Oni! What's wrong with you?
It got a quad barrel blast of a Kuga to the face. I'd say that's what's wrong with it.
You
Just a
save
hunch.
us again this day, Tenno. I give thanks to the Unum that she brought you to our shore.
Another job well executed.
I'd use the Fate Pearls for what I need. Unfortunately, it also requires the Fate Pearls to actually get the stuff, too. And I do want to farm the weapons as well. Because I need them. Need the Master Rank stuff.
But Malibu said the monsters in the water would sleep forever.
They
You're
will
senile, child.
The temple
Heck
will
knows.
ensure. Now, get to safety.
Alright,
Sura,
let's see here.
lure the infested by presenting offerings to Kome. And then,
Perfect.
as Hailuk might got a good. Go now and shift the tide of fate. And this
Is the Cetus of my dreams?
Kome rewards your resolve. Fortunes are turning. We need suicide offerings, Sura.
I feel like if I kill everything initially, then what's the point of doing that?
Change our fate.
This is not a great gun for that unless I'm using, whatchamacallit. Did it hit anything at all? Did I run out of portal uses already? No way.
Offerings are ready. Take them.
Not sure. I guess enemies ran through the portal or something? I was gonna say, somehow the portals have already used up their charges. I don't like that. I'll put it back up. Okay.
Take courage, Sura. Make the offerings in Cetus's name.
Okay, there we go. I forgot you can't go through it as an operator. Well, that's embarrassing. And this is why I don't consider the portals to be quite as useful as I'd like them to be. 'Cause in all honesty, they should be more useful than that, but unfortunately, they're not going to this time.
Defeat the old. Prove ours is stronger.
The Oni will crush your fruit baskets and your your putrid organs and gorge on the delicious jam!
Burrow likes the jam in their fruit baskets.
The mere recklessness may rouse the demons that have long slumbered on our shores. We must ensure they never truly awaken.
I should be doing speed mode, and I'm not.
You must fight on.
Did I? Why is its health so low? That's weird. Its health is low, but not as low as I expected it to be.
Could the infested show such a pathetic performance? More infested sleep within your very walls. Soon, little peasant.
Shut up.
Save us again this day.
I don't remember if I got all the charges on that or not.
That she brought you to our shores.
Supposedly there was like lore things for this too, but I don't remember how you're supposed to get the lore things on this. I don't know.
Another job well executed.
I had heard there was supposed to be lore related stuff, though maybe you can buy it through the shop. I don't know. Who knows? How many fate pearls do I have right now? I think I have probably about 70 of them, maybe 60 or 70. Dude, I ran a mission the other day that was really lucrative for me. 131. Okay, that's not what I expected. I'll take it. I ran a really lucrative mission the other day where I ended up getting, like 90 freaking, what are they? It was arbitration survival, 90 Vitus Essence, and like 180 or so, mutagen samples. It's quite nice. Admittedly, I expected to get more mutagen samples than I did, but I was still content with getting that many. And I still managed to burn the Vitus Essence in like 3 purchases, because unfortunately you need a lot of Vitus Essence to buy the stuff they're offering for arbitration honors, but there's a lot of stuff I never got from all that, and I need to get working on getting some of it. Which actually reminds me, one of those I could slot into this pistol, which is an interesting little
If I may say,
mod
operator,
of sorts.
your
That's an
chosen
Exilus
warframe suits you.
mod.
Ha,
Surprisingly.
ha.
Give me my... I don't have a weapon Exilus adapter on hand. Good grief, I need to make some of those. I know I have them kicking around. Where is it? I know I bought it and it can work on these. Did I not get it? Am I stupid? I know I got it, right? I must be crazy. It said it was an Exilus mod. Was it not? Don't tell me I was lied to. I will be very sad. I suppose it's a world in which I somehow didn't buy this, but I have no idea how I would have failed to buy it. I guess I just didn't buy it. I could have sworn I bought it. There's a little thing where if you shoot a, let me go to the Shredder Relay real quick and check this. I'm actually so confused about this. It was a little thing where if you use a, you can add it to the Exilus slot of a pistol, and if you shoot an energy orb, I think it is, you gain bonus value from that energy orb. Maybe that one was a rifle, I don't remember. But there's one for a pistol as well that I'm pretty sure was an Exilus mod. Maybe I didn't buy it yet. There's one for a health orb and one for an energy orb. Now I just want to check it and see what it was.
Be careful out there, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do anything with this today, so I'll go ahead and be a nice person and drop a blessing for everybody real quick. Here, you all can have that. Something else.
Have you survived arbitration? Honors await you.
This is like Disney's favorite mode, right? These. Energizing shot. Pistol. No AoE. Oh, I can't put it on there because I guess it has the AoE secondary shot. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense actually. Rifle no AoE. So it can't have an AoE at all. That's crazy. So normal plinks could have it, but not the full one. Interesting. Unfortunate, but interesting. Okay. Oh shoot, I was gonna go, I forgot I was gonna go and, go to Cetus to see what I needed to get. Still. And how much it was gonna cost me in terms of all the stuff. I don't know. I thought Higasa could drop, but I haven't gotten a single piece of Higasa to drop. So that's a little odd. I don't know if there's some sort of thing I'm missing for that. Don't know. Also, I like the fact you can see Lua at night in the backdrop. It's pretty cool.
Will you swim or flow with the current?
Wait, they start out like that, right? I didn't just happen to roll those, right? I need to know.
Gome's blessing upon you.
Okay. I was gonna say, there's no way that was what I got first of all.
Ah, the twin cavats. Notice that they are elegant, even as they are poised to strike. Never mistake a gentle disposition for weakness. Two pairs. The cookpot. It is good to master your fate, but practice patience. Mind the heat. Boil too long, and you will evaporate. The Shadow's Trinity guides you to unsung music. Listen
I actually
well.
got 3 6s.
Our deepest connections are made in silence. Ah, the twin cavats. Notice that they are elegant, even as they are poised to strike. Never mistake a gentle disposition for weakness.
We already heard that.
Flencer's Toil. A frightening title, perhaps, but it is a reassurance. Know that your current struggle is a gift to your future self. Two pairs. The cookpot. It is good to master your fate.
Keep rolling the same things. I wonder if these are for the...
Find the heat.
I can only get certain ones.
And you will evaporate.
There's no way I'm getting these rolls the same over and over again, right?
Ah, the twin cravats.
Yeah, there's no way I'm getting the
Notice
same
that they
these.
are elegant,
Right?
even as they
Am I
are
crazy?
poised to strike. Never mistake a gentle disposition for weakness. The nesting condrox, like the mermo and permo with their young. A protector must embrace both ferocity and compassion. Two pairs. The cookpot. It is good
Cookpot
to
again.
master your fate,
So
but
6
practice patience.
6
Mind
and
the heat.
5 is cookpot?
Boil too long, and you
Oh,
will
2
evaporate.
pairs is cookpot, I guess. Okay.
The widow's eyes. Free yourself from the delusion
I know.
that you can guard against life's pain. Allow yourself to mourn. The Shadow's Trinity guides you to unsung music. Listen well. Our deepest connections are made in silence.
I'm wasting all my 3 6s on fluff rolls. Reroll! Dang! Well, that sucks. I almost got a straight.
The nesting condrox, like the mermo and permo with their young. A protector must embrace both ferocity and compassion. Cram, Eidolon's jaws. We may not know the time of death, but death itself is certain. It is only when we accept this that we truly live. Zhuang and Sai. The temple speaks of the pursuit of knowledge. You must
I got full house.
forgive yourself for not knowing what could not have been known before.
Full house, I'm guessing, is what that was for. They said the temple, but full house, temple, you know, same diff.
Dual summits. One summit furious that the other obstructs the sunrise, oblivious to how it obstructs the sunset. Remember that passing judgment does not make you benevolent. Flencer's Toil. A frightening title, perhaps.
I want to see what
But
3 of
it
a
is
kind
a
is for anything
reassurance.
other than
Know that
6s.
your current struggle is a gift to your future self.
That'd be interesting to see.
2 pairs. The cookpot. It is good to master your fate, but
I guess
practice
everything's
patience.
2 pair.
Mind the
Everything
heat.
is cookpot for 2 pair.
Boil too long, and you will evaporate. Ah,
There we go.
the virtues. A reminder. Strong individuals are easily recognized, for they can be seen empowering others.
It just says 3 of a kind, which makes me wonder if Well, no, because two of a kind also says that. Never mind.
2 pairs. The cookpot. It is good to master your fate.
I want to see what the other three of a kinds are.
Mind the heat. Boil too long. And you will
I also don't think I've gotten 2 pair off of 3s yet.
Ay, yo, my poor Librak. You descend the stairway to perdition.
Oh, it's a straight.
Remember, you walked these steps on your own. Only you can turn around and ascend them.
Okay. I got straight.
Crab, Eidolon's jaws. We may not know the time of death, but death itself is certain. It is only when we accept this that we truly live. Dual summits. One summit furious that the other obstructs the sunrise, oblivious to how it obstructs the sunset.
I'm curious of what happens if you get
Remember
all of the
that
same, too.
passing judgment does not make you benevolent.
God.
The twin cavats. Notice that they are elegant, even as they are poised to strike. Never mistake a gentle disposition for weakness. The die are no triad. Soul, Lua, and self. Remember the night, even as you perform for the day. We often sense souls gaze upon us, yet it is Lua that cradles our secrets.
For some more than others. That's funny. They knew the irony they were writing into that one, considering this is an early game aspect. So that's foreshadowing for the people who haven't already gone further into the game. Not that you'll necessarily do this and see it, but still interesting. You have to roll 3 once to see it.
Elegant, even as they are poised to strike. Never
I'm just curious how many different voice lines they put in this. I doubt I'll find them all, but I'm very curious regardless.
Flencer's Toil. A frightening title, perhaps. But it is a reassurance. Know that your current struggle is a gift to your future self. The nesting Kondroks.
Oh, I did already
Like the
see that.
Memo and Thermo with their young. A protector must embrace both ferocity and compassion. 2 pairs. The cookpot.
So I need 2 pairs
It
to
is
spot.
good to master your fate, but practice patience.
I mean, it'd be
Mind the
ridiculous
heat.
if every 2 pair was different,
Boil too
obviously.
long. And you
I do want to know
will
what 4 of a kind looks like.
Crab, Eidolon's jaws. We may not know the time of death, but death itself is certain. It is only when we accept this that we truly live. 2 pairs. The cookpot. It is good to master your fate, but practice patience. Mind the heat. Boil too long, and you will evaporate. It is clear you face an obstacle, Tenno. For you have rolled the fates. A warning. Act, and fate will smile upon you. Fail to act, and fate will fall upon you.
There's a new one.
2 pairs. The cookpot. It is good to master your fate, but practice patience. Mind the heat. Boil too long, and you will evaporate.
Assuming this is a truly random system, you know there has to be a line for if you get 5 of a kind. But it's gonna be so hard to find it.
Kram, Eidolon's jaws. We may not know the time of death, but that itself is certain. It is only when we accept
It would be so interesting, though, to see
truly live.
what the line is. I bet, given how rare it would be, there probably would only be one line for 5 of a kind, not one for each of them, like there is with 3 of a kind. But, oh, speaking of,
Trinity guides you to unsung
why do I
music.
keep getting this particular 3 of a kind? I really do. It does really feel like the dice are weighted, though,
Are made in
and
silence.
done in favor of rolling 6s. Dang. DE has weighted RNG until I actually need them to have it.
Dual summits.
Oh, right here, this one.
One summit furious that the other obstructs the sunrise, oblivious to how it obstructs the sunset. Remember that passing judgment does not make you benevolent. 2 pairs.
We'll do a few more of these,
It is
and then I'll
good to master
go
your
back to
fate,
farming
but
because
practice
I want to
patience.
actually play some Echoes of
Mind
Wisdom
the
tonight,
heat.
and not just sit around and roll
Boil
dice.
too long, and you will evaporate. Mercer's hoard. It twinkles from the deep, but only a fool dives after what ought to be lost.
Does anyone else think that that sounded a lot like there might be one for each of the 4 of a kinds? Because it sounds like there might be one for each of the 4 of a kinds. Holy crap! They really had Saya's voice actress do a lot. That was 4 6s too. Yikes!
Ah,
Oh, I thought it was another
the
4 of a kind.
virtues.
Wow.
A reminder. Strong individuals are easily recognized, for they can be seen empowering others. The nesting Kondroks, like the Mermo and Permo with their young. A protector must embrace both ferocity and compassion. The widow's eyes. Free yourself from the delusion that you can guard against life's pain. Allow yourself to mourn. 2 pairs. The cookpot.
The weirdest
It is
cookpot I've
good
rolled
to
so far.
master your fate, but practice patience. Mind the heat. Boil too long, and you will evaporate. Dual summits. One summit furious that the other obstructs the sunrise, oblivious to how it obstructs the sunset. Remember that passing judgment does not make you benevolent. 2 pairs.
Cookpot's the most
The
common
cookpot.
outcome,
It
considering
is
it's
good to master your
possible
fate,
on almost
but practice
or on a number of these.
Mind the heat. Boil too long, and you will evaporate.
Though, admittedly, Temple's pretty common too, by that reckoning, but not as common since it's still really hard to get.
The virtues.
Since you have to roll
Reminder,
all 5 dice a specific
strong
way.
individuals are easily recognized, for they can be seen empowering others. It is clear you face an obstacle, Tenno, for you have rolled the fates. A warning. Act, and fate will smile upon you. Fail to act, and fate will fall upon you. The nesting Kondroks, like the
I thought it was
Mermo
3.
and Permo with
3
their
3s for
young.
a sec.
A protector must embrace both ferocity and
I don't think I've gotten triple
compassion.
2s yet.
dual summits. One summit furious that the other obstructs the sunrise, oblivious to how it obstructs the sunset. Remember that passing judgment does not make you benevolent. The widow's eyes. Free yourself from the delusion that you can guard against life's
I just
pain.
wanted one more new one.
Allow yourself.
We'll get one more new one and then we'll move on.
Ah, the virtues. A reminder. Strong individuals are easily recognized, for they can be seen empowering others. 2 pairs. The cookpot. It is good to master your fate, but practice patience. Mind the heat. Boil too long, and you will evaporate. Cram. Eidolon's jaws. We may not know the time of death, but death itself is certain. It is only when we accept this that we truly live.
I wanted a new one.
Eyes. Free yourself
Give me a new
from
one.
the delusion that you can guard against life's pain. Allow yourself to mourn. The diurnal triad. Soul, Lua, and self. Remember the night, even as you perform for the day. We often sense souls gaze upon us, yet it is Lua that cradles our secrets. Kra,
Dang it.
Eidolon's jaws. We may not know the time of death, but death itself is certain.
Oh well.
It is only when we accept this that we truly live. The nesting condrox.
Yeesh.
Like the mermu and permu with their young. A protector
Oh,
must
well.
embrace both ferocity and
Do
compassion.
3 more. 1. Rerolls don't
The
count.
nesting condrox.
You just did that.
Like the mermu and permu with their young. A protector must embrace both ferocity and compassion.
Oh. 2.
Kra, Eidolon's jaws. We may not know the time of death, but death itself is certain. It is only when we accept this that we truly live.
And last one.
2 pairs. The cookpot. Welcome back. It is good to master your fate, but practice patience. Dual mind the heat. Boil
I
too
actually
low,
can
slime is
do-
always and you will evaporate. The diurnal triad. You are welcome here, Sura. The legs of the Ponda.
Oh, this
Plow
is a new
your
one.
field with patience. And do not start at every sound.
That was... Wait, what? You didn't let me roll it again? That was a really short one. Why was it so short? And why won't it let me roll it again? That's
May your fate
weird.
be a worthy one.
Is it because I was skipping the others?
Zhuang and
Oh, it's
Sao.
temple.
The temple speaks of the pursuit of...
Anyway,
You are welcome here, Sura.
let me see here. 147 Fate Pearls. I've got 1 Kome Blueprint, which I can't actually afford another one currently, since it's quite expensive for those. I forgot about this. The Naginata. I was so happy when we finally have a Naginata in the game. He's cool.
so many
Many
years, a
pricks.
shrine was thought lost. And yet it was here, hidden from view, all the time. There is always hope.
Dang, all this is really expensive. So is this where you get lore stuff? X. Maybe attacks apply random stats effect to enemies hit.
Little by little, our efforts shape our fate. Just as the waves wash at the stubborn rock, we see nothing. And again, nothing. Until all at once, with the sound of thunder, the plain truth is laid bare.
Alternate fire applies random stats effect enemies hit.
You know the little bog that skitters over the water's surface? The dancer on the unknown deep? Kome knows him. He sends us messages from her. If we have the cunning to read them.
Okay.
When Mercer cast himself and his possessions into the deep, all order broke down for a time. Some say Kome arose then on the foam of the dancing waves.
Who's that?
When Hylook and I were young, she told me tales of fishing alone after dark. How she would hear strange knockings on the underside of her boat. So often it is the children who truly know, while the adults scoff.
Okay.
On some days, the sea gives a rich bounty. On others, it brings storms and chaos. The dance of the waves is the dance of fate, and none know where it shall bear us. When Uncle disappeared, and the quills would tell me nothing, I cast Defy Fates. Of all the patterns to get, it was the blooming flowers. Ayo, how I raged then. Kome knew best. Whether they wake or sleep, the infested demons are there, beneath the
Interesting.
waves. I cannot forget that vision. One day they will rise. But not yet. Not yet.
Soon, though. This is probably an allusion to. Some people
On
have
some
theorized.
days, the sea gives a rich bounty.
You already said
On
that one.
others, it brings storms
People are.
and
I've seen.
chaos.
From what I've seen, people are undecided as to whether this is the demons rise, infested demons rising from the sea is an allusion to either Plague Star or Warframe 1999. People are a little bit undecided on that. It could be a precursor to Plague Star,
Whether
or
they
not.
wake or sleep, the infested demons are there, beneath the waves. I cannot forget that vision. One day they will rise, but not yet. Not yet.
It's kind of weird.
When Uncle disappeared, and the quills would tell me nothing, I cast Defy
Here's my take on it.
Of all the patterns
Let me
to get,
grab some right quick, and then I'll
it
give my
was
take
the
on it.
blooming
I have a
flower.
thought process.
Ayo, how I raged then. Kome knew best. You know the little bog
Flower is.
that
It's hard to
skitters
say whether
over the
it's an
water's
irony or not.
surface. The dancer on the unknown deep. Kome knows him. He sends us messages from her. If we have the cunning to read them. One high look and I went
I assume Blooming Flower has something to do with her and Hanzu.
alone after dark. How she would hear.
Since he kind of stole.
On the underside of her
Yeah,
boat.
Anko
So
lost
often
Saya
it is the
because he
children
became
who
a
truly know,
seer instead.
while the adults scoff. When Mercer cast himself and his possessions into the deep, all
I don't know
order
who
broke
Mercer
down
is.
for a time. Some say Kome arose then on the foam of the dancing waves.
We still don't know what all this is about.
For so many years, her shrine was thought lost. And yet it was here, hidden from view, all the time. There is always hope.
Anyway, so my running theory is this. With Warframe, there's sort of a meta aspect to a lot of this. Because obviously this particular mode, is meant to be a mode that exists in a particular order. However, it's released in a non-chronological order. So the
What shall be my fate? Adrift in the river of death.
so Kome's shrine appearing is not a
Gamble.
new thing per se. If you're being if you're a new player and going through everything in chronological order, it shows up right after you finish Size Vision.
It is a part of
Um,
to make this choice is my only choice. Call me. What shall be my fate?
now though we if you're looking at this from present time though, it's happening right before 1999. Now there's been other info release, other various Warframe creators who look more at lore have covered this, but there's stuff that concerns the gray strain of the infestation becoming a bit more like agitated and stuff lately, becoming concerned with what's coming, essentially. That being the events of Warframe 1999. And this is the gray strain we're fighting. It's some offshoot of the gray strain. Maybe some comet broke loose from Deimos and eventually made contact with Earth. That's the only thing one can assume. I don't think it's a precursor to Plague Star, because Plague Star concerns the standard strain of the infestation. Hence why I don't think there's any way that it would be a precursor to that. What's more likely is that, like I said, it's sort of a meta precursor. That this is the infestation. Because the infestation, some stuff has indicated that the infestation of the present day is actually scared of the infestation of 1999. Because it will upset the balance of the present day infestation, but that somehow the infestation of the present is able to sense the infestation of the past and considers it a threat. It's like two hive minds warring with one another. A brand new, possibly indifference-aligned hive mind versus the present-day hive mind. Now, the hive minds might like the whole concept of everyone being one great hive mind, but at the end of the day, it still has its own it still wants to exist. In a weird twist of irony, the hive mind doesn't want to be made, the hive mind that wants to wipe out all individuality among people and become one hive mind doesn't want to be wiped out by another hive mind and made obsolete. And so, in a sense, it's afraid of what's coming. And as a result, the premise from what I've seen is that the gray strain has become more agitated and active in the time of Warframe stuff. And so, what's probably happening is that because of how a lot of things to do with visions tend to deal with, at least in Warframe, visions seem to be something that fall more in line with the likes of looking into the present and past, but also looking through almost eternalism and all other realities and such. And what you get there then is like the Quills. Their whole thing, when you listen to Anko talking to himself or talking with himself, it almost sounds like he's talking with himself of other realities or other Quills from other realities and timelines and outcomes. It's almost like the Quills, and I kind of hope they'll delve into this later at some point if they decide to expound more on the Quills. It almost sounds like the Quills did eternalism before before anybody else did, before it was cool. And that they are able to... It's not like they're able to tap into a multiverse, so to speak, but they have established some sort of psychic link with the minds of themselves from other realities or other like outcomes in time. And so they're able to essentially have a little chat with one another across multiple realities and be like, okay, well, if we and essentially make sure whatever the primary reality is, if you want to call it that, goes in the most favorable direction. So Anko wakes up for the day, decides on blue and red socks, and his cell converses with his selves, and one of them comes forward and says, trust me, you want to wear yellow socks. You wear either of these, people start thinking you have a political opinion. And so he says, all right, bet. That kind of, there's a goofy example, but what I'm thinking of is how, the way my headcanon interprets it, is how essentially the Quills function, in essence. And then they just do that for when they're helping other people and whatnot. While maybe Saya can tap into this too. It's not really clear. She has some sort of power of visions, or a gift of visions, or whatever. But in her case, I think her visions are kind of uprooted, seeing... Maybe she has the same talents the Quills have. She just isn't trained in being able to harness it because they didn't pick her for whatever reason. Don't know. Maybe she has it because Anko does. I don't know. There's a lot of possible reasons. But essentially what I'm thinking is that she's seeing the alternate reality of if the indifference wins, the infestation will overrun Cetus because it will be infestation powered by the forces of the indifference. But I guess we'll have to see. Anyway, I'm going to do a few more rounds. I don't know I'm going to get all the pieces tonight. I was hoping I would, but it's starting to look like I won't. And if I don't, then I don't.
Ah, welcome back.
I'm not going to do that. I really wish, though, that they'd done a special loading screen. If you start this from that particular location, then I think there should be like a special loading screen of the shrine, you know? Maybe an artistic look up or image of the shrine or something. It doesn't make sense that you have the landing craft thing. I mean, you start by focusing on the shrine anyways, you know?
This nightmare is a gift, a chance to live out our dark fate. So The Tenno
Oh,
will
right.
continue our celebration.
I knew that.
Tenno, present our offerings to Kome.